Something blackened by fire has begun to speak, and its warning is not about death, but about the survival of forbidden's memory. For almost 2,000 years, a library lay sealed beneath ash, heat, stone, and silence. It was not protected by priests. It was not hidden by a secret order. It was buried by a catastrophe so violent that destruction became preservation. The first mystery is not why the scrolls vanished. The first mystery is why they survived at all. Near the Bay of Naples, beneath the shadow of Mount Vesuvius, a Roman town was swallowed in the year 79 of the Common Era. Pompeii became the famous ruin. Herculaneum became something stranger. Its streets were buried under volcanic material. Its buildings were entombed. Its wooden doors, beams, and furniture were carbonized in a sudden furnace. And inside one luxurious villa, a library was turned into charcoal. The papyrus rolls looked dead, black cylinders, collapsed layers, objects so fragile that a breath, a finger, or a wrong tool could erase them forever. Early excavators did not always understand what they had found. Some of these objects were mistaken for useless carbon. The real mystery begins with one terrible irony. The volcano that destroyed the city also locked the books away from decay. A normal papyrus library would have vanished in damp air, insects, handling, and time. But these rolls were burned into survival. Their words were trapped inside themselves. The library became a sealed archive, not by intention, but by disaster. And for centuries, the question was almost unbearable. Could the dead books be opened without killing them? The villa is now known as the Villa of the Papyri. Its collection is one of the most extraordinary survivals from classical antiquity. Many recovered texts are connected to Greek philosophy. Some are associated with Philodemus, an Epicurean thinker whose world was filled with arguments about pleasure, virtue, fear, art, gods, and death. But the public imagination always reaches for a larger possibility. What if some unopened rolls contain lost works known only by title? What if a missing voice from antiquity is still folded inside the ash? That possibility must be handled carefully. No responsible historian can promise Aristotle, Sophocles, or unknown scriptures hidden in every roll. The archive does not work like a treasure chest designed for modern fantasies. It works like history itself, fragmented, damaged, uneven, partial, and yet even a partial line can change what scholars know. For a long time, opening the scrolls meant violence. Machines were designed to peel them. Hands tried to separate layers that had fused under volcanic heat. Some attempts recovered text. Others caused damage. Every success carried a cost. The next clue was not found in myth, but in preservation science. If the roll could not be opened by touch, perhaps it could be opened by vision. X-rays offered a path, but the problem was cruelly precise. The ink was carbon. The papyrus was carbonized. Fire had made text and page nearly the same shadow. A human eye could not simply look through the roll and read. The machine had to learn a difference, almost too faint to see. This is where the story changes from archaeology into a new kind of manuscript ritual. Not a ritual of candles, circles, and invocations. A ritual of scanners, algorithms, geometry, and patient scholarly review. The scroll is scanned as a three-dimensional object. Its twisted internal layers must be traced. Its surface must be reconstructed. Its writing must be separated from noise, cracks, folds, and scars. Then a flattened image must emerge from a book that was never physically opened. What looked like a lump of volcanic charcoal becomes a landscape. Ridges become clues, fibers become terrain. Hidden ink becomes probability. And probability must then answer to papyrologists, language, context, and caution. The machine does not replace the scholar. It gives the scholar a new witness. That witness is imperfect, but it sees where hands cannot go. The breakthrough did not happen all at once. It came through decades of imaging research, failed hopes, Small readings, improved scans, public competitions, and teams willing to work across disciplines. Computer scientists entered the archive. Classicists entered the data. Papyrologists read fragments produced by machines, trained to detect invisible marks. The result feels modern, but the question is ancient. How does a civilization speak after its books have become ash? One of the most powerful revelations is not merely that words were recovered, it is what kind of words began to appear. Not magical formulas, not a map to hidden gold, not proof of supernatural secrets. Philosophy, arguments about human behavior, ethics, pleasure, fear, the fragile architecture of the mind. That detail changes the emotional weight of the story. The scrolls were not only objects, they were conversations. A Roman villa, a Greek intellectual world, a volcanic disaster, and a machine learning model are now part of the same chain. The public version says artificial intelligence is resurrecting lost knowledge. The deeper version is more unsettling. Humanity built a technology powerful enough to read a book that human history almost destroyed. But it still cannot guarantee what the book means. That is the hidden pattern. Recovery is not the same as understanding. Reading is not the same as interpretation. And a revealed text is not automatically a solved mystery. The old library forces modern viewers to slow down. Every column must be checked. Every attribution must be weighed. Every missing section must remain missing until evidence appears. This is where responsible mystery becomes more powerful than exaggeration. The truth is already strange enough. A burned scroll can be read without being opened. A dead library can return one line at a time. A volcano can become an accidental archivist. And the future of ancient history can depend on whether an algorithm recognizes the faint pressure of ink on a surface made almost invisible by fire. If this hidden trail of history is the kind of archive you want opened more often, subscribe to QR Shot before the final piece of the pattern is revealed. Because the final piece is not only about one Roman library, it is about the way knowledge disappears. Some books vanish because armies burn them. Some vanish because languages die. Some vanish because institutions ignore them. Some vanish because no one believes they are worth saving until it is too late. But the Herculaneum Scrolls reveal a stranger category. Knowledge that did not vanish. Knowledge that waited. Not safely, not completely, not untouched, but long enough for another age to build eyes capable of seeing it. The surviving evidence does not justify fantasies about secret doctrines hidden in every roll. It does justify awe. Awe that a broken archive can still expand the map of the ancient mind. Awe that technology can serve memory without breaking the object it studies. Awe that a blackened cylinder, once dismissed as dead matter, can hold a voice older than empires. The real warning is quiet. Civilizations do not know which of their words will survive. They do not know which libraries will become dust. They do not know which accidents will preserve them. And they do not know who will be listening when silence finally opens. The dead library did not return to answer us. It returned to ask what else we buried while calling it gone.